Okay, so we have added our timer in here, and now we're just going to do a little something so that our score depends partly on our timing. So right now, the way this game works is in the act method of Worm World, we is where we check the mouse clicks, and obstacles might get added depending on where you clicked. If you clicked on the head of the worm or near the head of the worm, then the game's over. Otherwise, if you didn't touch the worm, then a new obstacle, one of those little blue boxes, gets added. So we want to look at this game over situation and see how right now the score is just looking at the number of obstacles there are on the board, basically. So what we want to do is add something about timing in there. So I'm just going to copy the way that the worm chase gets scored in the Killer Game Programming book. So the way they have set it up is basically you take 40 minus the number of seconds spent. So that's timer dot time spent, right? And then add that to 40 minus the number of boxes. Okay, and that's because the less time you take and the fewer boxes you use, the better your score should be, right? So that's the idea. So let me just compile this and close it. And now this way, if you run it, and and you might also want to make it so that if you spend too much time, then the game ends and you lose. There are different variations on this that you can do, but this is just to give you an idea. See if I can get it to work. So what it should do is if I can finally get that little worm on the head, he got away from me, then we should be able to get a score that depends on not only on how many boxes I stuck up in here, but also on the time that it took. Okay, I think I'm closing in on him here. And again, notice if you hit right on the worm but not on the head, then it won't put the box on the screen. Because that's how we coded it. But one of these clobbers should bop him on the head, right? There we go. Okay, game over, and I got a negative score because it was 40 minus a whole bunch of boxes, right? And that's my time spent. But if you can be more forgiving with the score if you want, or just be a lot better than me at this game. But that's the idea. All right. So again, like I said, you might want to, when the time spent reaches a certain amount, say, oh, you lost, or however you want to do it. But that's the basic idea for timer.